featuring the visiting University of New England Nor'easters and your Central Maine Mustangs. Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Nor'easters. Leading off the center fielder, number 5, John Petro. The shortstop, number 1, Logan Thatcher. The third baseman, number 10, Riley Frost. The pitcher, number 14, Ben Lahane. The first baseman, number 9, Cormac Collins. The second baseman, number 2, Chris Taggart. The left fielder, number 7, Logan Beers. The right fielder, number 8, Tom Butler. And the catcher, number 15, Clayton Nairi. And the rest of the Nor'easters. And now here's tonight's starting lineup for your Mustangs. Leading off the center fielder, number 12, Jimmy Reed. The second baseman, number 10, Jake Arell. The shortstop, number 31, Stefan Lesko. The third baseman, number 33, Caden Truman. The right fielder, number 7, Corey Armstrong. The first baseman, number 22, Caleb Valliere. The pitcher, number 24, Cooper Noleski. The designated hitter, number 20, Dennis Amori. The left fielder, number 9, Will Bean. And the catcher, number 35, Will Eaton. And the rest of the Mustangs, your head coach is Ryan Palmer. The assistant coach is Brett Tureen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. As we welcome you here to the baseball end of the complex here on the campus of Central Maine Community College. For executive producer Rob Munzing, our cameraman Mo Jabral, and producer Calvin Mason, I'm Patrick Dexler. We got a good one here tonight. It'll be one 7-inning game as your Mustangs will take on the University of New England Nor'easters in club baseball action. On the mound for your Mustangs will We'll set the defense here for you in the outfield, left to right. Will Bean, Jimmy Reed, and Corey Armstrong. Third to first, Caden Truman, Stefan Lesko, Jake Arell. and Caleb Valier. Behind the plate will be Will Eaton. As we get set, the home plate umpire tonight is Casey Scovrin. And on the bases will be Kevin Joyce.
Well, new battery tonight. We had a nice interview lined up with Will Eaton that will play between innings for you. Let's do it right after the first inning. We didn't get it on the air in the pregame as we had a couple of camera issues we had to sort out to get the game up and going for all you fans. No center field camera tonight as the wind conditions don't allow us to put that up there.
And Noleski's ready, Eaton's ready, Petro's ready, and let's do it here in Auburn. The first pitch is in there for a strike, and we are underway. Game time temperature in Auburn at 7 o'clock, 45 degrees, as the sun is setting on the beautiful shores of Lake Auburn. The 0-1 swung on a missed. Noleski getting his first start of the season tonight against the Nor'easters. Working from the stretch. Petro stays alive.
What's the count, Patrick? We're having a little issues with
0-2.
See if that's coming through.
The 0-2 swung on and missed, and Noleski has his first strikeout.
Well, we'll go to work on the scoreboard, see if we make that swing here.
The shortstop, Logan Thatcher. And Logan Thatcher will step in from the left side of the plate. 45 degrees, and it feels like 25 out there. And the first pitch upstairs. And the 1-0 driven to left. Will Bean is under it, and he'll make the catch. There's 2 away. The third baseman, Riley Frost. And Riley Frost will step in with 2 away. A lot of the players opting for sweatshirts underneath their jerseys tonight.
Good choice.
Low and away. The 1-0 is outside. Just one 7-inning game tonight in spring club action. The 2-0 poured in there, count 2-1. And Noleski set at the belt, the 2-1 in there, count 2-2. Pretty good start for Noleski so far, retiring the first 2. Coming back here on the 2-0 count, making it 2-2. And he gets the curveball in there for strike 3, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mustangs. We head to the bottom of the first. Mustangs coming to bat.
Yeah, let's take a look at this nice interview we had with Will Eaton pre-game. We're down here pregame with tonight's catcher, Will Eaton, the sophomore from Tamworth, New Hampshire, Kennett High School. Will getting the start here tonight, one of the valuable members of a baseball team. Those that are in those important backup roles, particularly the catcher, you're a foul tip from being in the game. Well, what are some of the things you do to keep yourself mentally and physically prepared, Will, to jump in and get the gear on, get in the game?
Well, physically, I mean, we just have our dailies, what we do every day. For a catcher, we have our blocking situations where we just drop to our knees, block the ball, left and right, center, just not anticipating, but reading the ball and where it's going to go, and that really helps us when we're in the game. That's how we do physically, and then mentally, it's just staying calm, being ready whenever I'm needed. I mean, Corey's a strong catcher. He hasn't been injured luckily this year, and hopefully he stays strong, but if he does, I'm always here for him.
Well, when you take a look at your low ball technique, Corey's got great low ball technique. I've mentioned a couple of times. Do you find it a lot different? I'm sure you didn't play baseball in high school on turf. Is it a little easier low balling on turf where you're more likely to get probably a true hop? You're not going to the ball's not going to hit a divot and go sideways and things like that. Do you find that?
Oh yeah, definitely. On the turf, it's much easier to read. On dirt, the ball goes wherever it wants to because it can hit the smallest of pebbles and fly away from you. But on turf, it's straight at you. It's pretty easy to read.
So one of the things you're going to be tonight, working as a battery with a new pitcher. So have you had a pregame meeting? Have you gone over things? What are you looking at here? I know most of the pitchers get Brett Carlson from the dugout, but
Yep.
Have you talked through the game plan tonight?
Yeah, we have. I talked to the pitcher right now, or before we warmed up. He said he gave me some tips on what he used to in high school for his catcher and what he would like to see from me tonight, and I plan on doing my best for him.
Yeah, it'll be Cooper Naleski on the mound here tonight, the freshman out of Greeley High School. So it's going to be a new battery here tonight. Kids get an opportunity here. True night game tonight, starting at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
You've got the best envious position of everybody because you're going to have the catcher's gear on a pretty chilly night, so you're in good shape.
Yeah, I'll be nice and warm back there. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your school. You're a sophomore here and your major and how things are going for you academically.
Yeah, so I'm in the precision machining course right now. I'm in my second year. I'm in my last semester of that. I'll be graduating this spring, but I also plan on coming back for next year, so I will be here again.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Good luck in the game tonight, and we thank you for coming on with us.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
That's Will Eaton. We're back after this. Great job, Will.
And Jimmy Reed will step in here for the bottom of the first. And Reed shows bunt, makes contact.
Want to thank Will for stepping in for that interview tonight. Did a great job. Those guys that are the next line, the next man up, Patrick, are so important, particularly in those vital positions like catcher is, because as I said in the interview, a foul tip away from being right in the game.
0-2 now to Reed.
No center field cameras, we said tonight, as the wind conditions don't permit us to put that out there on that cot that we have. We'll hope to have that back for Friday and Saturday games.
And the 0-2 grounded to second. Over to first in time.
Ooh, just in time. Got him by half a step.
The second baseman, Jake Arell. As Arell will step in with one away.
Get back to my scoreboard duties here tonight. Calvin doing the production, Mo doing the camera. Patrick, the voice of the Mustangs, doing a great job as always.
On the mound for the Nor'easters, Ben Lahane. One-0 curveball dips in, count 1-1. Nice twilight action here as the lights will be on here soon. The 1-1 grounded to third. And Arell will reach. And that'll be a base hit. The shortstop, Stefan Lesko. Stefan Lesko will step in his last at-bat on Monday. He went yard. A 3-run shot over the softball field fence.
Okay. You'll have to.
Arell off first. And the pitch is low. over, and it gets away.
Uh-oh.
Corralled, and the throw will not be in time.
Looked like they were going to have a shot at him, Patrick.
And that'll be an E1 on the throw.
Yeah, kind of a double clutch at first base.
As Collins may have had a chance. But Arell off second, and the 1-0 is inside, 2-0.
Well, lots of things going on tonight. Busy sports night around America. We're glad you tuned in tonight to watch this game with us. Both teams' families.
The 2-0 swung on a miss, throw down to third, not in time. That'll be a stolen base for Jake Arell.
Yeah, Jake stole that one on the pitcher. Single look to second base. Jake read the look. He was off. He's moved himself up into scoring position here.
Chance for the Mustangs to get on the board early. Haynes set at the belt, the 2-1. Curveball gets away from the catcher Nairi. And Arell will score on the wild pitch. Count 3-1. Good start early.
Yeah, taking advantage of Jake's speed there to turn a infield base hit into a run. The bad pickoff at first, scooted to second, stole third, came home on the wild pitch. Wild pitch, a pass ball, Patrick. I was blocked.
Wild pitch. The
Wild
3-1
pitch.
popped up. And just out of play. 3-2 to Lesko, as we said, his last at bat in game 2 of Monday's doubleheader. He went deep over the right field side of the softball fence. Whereas we would say from the baseball perspective, he went to left center. It was about a 410-foot shot.
That's the first one hit over the fence here by a Mustang.
And Lesko will walk. The third baseman, Caden Truman. As Truman will step in with one away, and Lesko on first. One and 0. The 1-0 fell back. Celtics and Brooklyn Nets underway.
Yes, I said busy night. Red Sox in Toronto. Second game of this series, good win by the Red Sox last night. Great win by the Bruins. Good night for Boston sports fans. Of a good St. Louis team who Patrick Dexler roots for fervently, but couldn't help him last night.
The 1-1 in there for a strike. And the 1-2 called strike 3. And Truman down on strikes. The right fielder, Corey Armstrong.
Corey getting a night off from behind the dish, as we showed you the great interview with Will Eaton. Well-spoken young man. Precision machinery is his major.
Pitch in there.
And we've got some exciting news to share with you. We'll do that between innings.
Definitely a boost for all 7 community colleges, as we'll talk in detail. The 0-1, Lesko goes. Pitch is popped up.
Ooh.
Nairi can't make the play on foul ground as 2 nor'easters converged. Count 0-2.
Honest to God, that was quite a pop up there.
I would say Nairi almost lost it in the lights.
That was almost up over the lights. That was a Willie Nelson foul ball, very high.
And the 0-2 to Armstrong. Low and away. The throw not in time, as the throw was actually dropped by Taggart at second. And Lesko has a stolen base.
Yeah, Lesko went in there a little bit funky. Went into kind of a shell there. Thought he was going to have a stand-up one, but that was a lot closer than I think Stefan thought it was going to be.
The 1-2 gets away from Nairi. And Lesko took a hard turn at third. Probably thought better of it.
A little small ball playing base to base, station to station.
The 2-2 popped up into short right. Taggart under it, and he'll make the catch. That will do it for the Mustangs. They get one run. We head to the second. It's 1-0.
Well, this will give us a time here to talk a little bit about something very special happening here at the community college level. As it was announced today as part of the supplemental budget that has gone into effect and been signed, that the community college system is going to be able to give you a pretty good deal. Take a look at that. Free community college. How's that sound, everybody?
Yeah.
So if you graduated from high school in 2020, 2021, 22, and 23 coming up, and you live in the state of Maine, fill out that FAFSA, and you've got a chance at free college. And if you need more information, the college is going to be joining in with you for an information night to learn more about free college scholarships. That's going to be on Thursday, May 5th. Be right here at the college, 7 to 8 o'clock in Kirk Hall. So you can register for that informational meeting today. The kids up here are seeing it for the first time. Calvin says, oh, my God, where was that? I'm graduating. Mo likes it. He's coming back. But it's fantastic news, Patrick, isn't it? I mean, that is just going to be out of this world for families here in the state of Maine. And the community college system has been growing leaps and bounds over the last couple of years, and it continues to get a boost from the state government here. This is going to be a terrific program.
As also part of that supplemental budget, each nursing department, 6 out of the 7 Maine community colleges have nursing schools or degrees in nursing. They'll split $2 million among them. So each school will get roughly $400,000 to actually $2.5 million. Each school will get roughly $400,000.
We'll be playing that up big as we start our high school sports schedule in
Leading
May.
off for the Nor'easters, the pitcher, Ben Lehane.
We'll be getting that information out and directing people to get here to that informational night or check in with the college here to how to get to be part of that exciting program. That's just tremendous news.
And the first pitch of the second inning is outside. Cooper Noleski with a 1-2-3 first.
Yeah, Cooper for his first start of the year. He and Will look like they're connecting well. Coach Brett's calling a lot of the pitches from the dugout. But they went over the game plan as Will told you, and Cooper was able to tell, well, here's what I like to do, and they get on the same page. So very important.
And the 1-1 driven over the press box here.
So if you're joining us, you watched the game the other day, saw that neat center field camera. Not out tonight. Too windy. Wind gusts were going to be about 25 miles an hour.
And a called strike 3.
Nice location there.
The first baseman, Cormac Collins. As Collins will step in with one away. And Naleski set at the belt. First pitch, swung on and missed.
Now, Cooper's getting that first pitch in there, and that really helps. Get ahead of the count, work quickly, keep your defense in the game. He likes to work from the stretch, even though nobody's on base. Kind of shortens the motion, makes it mechanically sound for him.
Pitch inside.
That's one of the big evolutions in the last decade or so with pitching. You go back and you watch some of the 60s and 70s of Nolan Ryan or Tom Seaver, some of those great power pitches. They had the big windmill wind-up, Patrick.
Could even go back to Walter Johnson.
I don't go back that far, Patrick. Are you trying to date me here? Want to read a great book, Patrick. You're a baseball guy. It's Joe Posnanski's The Top 100. Have you heard of that book? It's a fantastic baseball book.
I'll have to check it out. And the 1-2 upstairs.
So he rated the top 100 baseball players in history. Goes into kind of reverts back to the day with some of these guys, but he puts like the new data in there and things of that sort.
As Collins looks at strike 3.
Sabermetrics was the term I was reaching for.
The second baseman, Chris Taggart. As Taggart will step in from the left side.
I don't see any popping up tonight, folks, but, stay away from those scammers that want to go shopping at LL Bean on your credit card. Don't give them any information.
Pitch in there.
The best streaming you can find is right here. Got some nice compliments online with that center field camera we used the other day, Patrick. I also want to say some people very impressed with Mr. Dexler as the voice of the Mustangs.
Definitely appreciate it.
Except when he sways into that Yankee stuff. That's
well, that's my dad.
That's
I grew up with it.
You can't, I kid you, but, growing up 19 miles from Boston, I was always a Red Sox fan.
The 0-2 from Naleski is fouled off. "23 pitches so far for Naleski through 1 2/3. And the 24th pitch from number 24 is grounded up the middle. Lesko keeps it in the infield and is going to try to throw from sitting as Valier corrals it. That'll be a base hit.
Well, got to give style points on that one. That was awesome.
Logan Beers
Lesko sliding.
throws from the seat of his pants.
On the backside. It made a good throw, If you or I were running on the first base, he'd have got us out, Patrick. Maybe not you. I mean, you probably look quicker than me.
He probably would have got me, Rob. Pitch in there.
You'd have been at full glacial speed going down there, I'm sure.
Like molasses running in January.
It's your hitting. That's why they had you come over to play softball the other day. You're hitting and pitching. You're a two-tool guy.
The 0-1 is fouled back.
Cooper Naleski getting the job done out of Greeley. Greeley, of course, is a great baseball school. Numerous state championships at Greeley High School down in Cumberland.
The 0-2 grounded to Lesko. He'll flip over to Arell at second, and they'll get the force. And that will do it. The Nor'easters get a hit, but the Mustangs stay up 1-0 coming to bat. As we head back here for the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Caleb Valier, Cooper Naleski, and Dennis Amori due up.
So the free tuition is for students that graduated during the COVID times. So Mo was asking us because he's a 2016 graduate of Lewiston High School, already enrolled here. But
Leading off for your Mustangs, the first baseman, Caleb Valier.
so that's why if you have questions on any of that, give the school a call. That number, go right to the Facebook page or the website for Central Maine, and all the information's right there.
And the first pitch of the bottom of the second is low.
So I don't know if I'm impacted by that, but I was thinking free tuition. I might sign up for some courses, come back, maybe try out for baseball. See if Coach Palmer needs a 70-year-old relief pitcher.
There's only one thing with that, Rob, is we may need you up here. 1-0 grounded to second. And Taggart throws over in time. The pitcher, Cooper Naleski. As Naleski will step in with one away. Going to look to help his cause out. As he's pitched 2 masterful innings so far. Only giving up 1 hit.
A pitch, a strike or ball, I got blocked out.
1-0 count.
Thank you.
Swung and a missed. One and two. And the 1-2. Lined over the shortstop for a base hit. And Naleski reaches with 1 away.
Cooper helping himself there a little bit.
The designated hitter, Dennis Amori. As the first year from Warwick, Rhode Island steps in. And pops one up toward the light pole and out of play.
Lights on almost at the start of the game tonight. We started 7 o'clock, so this is true night baseball here tonight from the baseball end of the complex, the turf complex, a beautiful complex. High schools are utilizing this, Patrick. They've been in and out between games that we've brought.
And the 0-1 upstairs.
Our record remains unblemished for games that have been scheduled here since March 23rd.
And Amori gets hit. And he'll trot down to first.
Yeah, Dennis took one off the upper arm area, so he's in pretty good shape. Cooper's going to come in, get a coat from Coach. A little chilly.
The left fielder, Will Bean.
Get one of those nice pullovers. I was remarking before the game, those fantastic pullovers that the baseball team has here. Those are really nice, really sharp. I'm not sure if is there an online store for like families and stuff to do anything with any of this? I'm not sure. We'll check into that.
Not sure. Count 0-1.
0-1, sorry. But those pullovers are beautiful.
And Will Bean down 2 strikes here with 2 runners on.
And we'll get a chance to get a little thing going here, 1 out.
1-2.
Lane works quickly. UNE, a club team. They don't have varsity baseball at UNE.
Pitch grounded. Foul.
Must have seen UNE players in hockey.
I think 1 or 2 of the baseball players you see here tonight are also part of their club hockey team.
Those are some wild games, as I remember.
And that one's lined to center. Catch is made, and Naleski doesn't get back. And that's a double play. We'll head to the 3rd inning. Mustangs up 1-0.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life.
So, Patrick, let's take a look at that double play to end the inning here on the line drive to center field. John Petro, the center fielder, I noted early in the game, and I was going to mention it, he plays a shallow center field. So he comes in, makes that running, diving catch, and it's a little bit unsure for Cooper there as whether or not he should go back, and he's kind of hung out there, and Petro was able to get the ball in quickly there, and they get the double play. So he knew he had caught it. The umpire knew, but not quite so sure was Cooper Naleski, and he kind of got caught coming and going. So the double play negates a chance for further damage for the Mustangs. So they'll hold on to that 1-0 lead as we head in on a quickly moving game to the top of the 3rd inning. 7 tonight. Now let's turn it back over to the voice of Mustangs baseball, Patrick Dexler.
Leading off for the Nor'easters, the right fielder, Tom Butler. As Butler will step in, 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Nor'easters as they'll turn the lineup over. First pitch, outside.
Probably one of the cooler days we've had / nights for baseball. Almost more what you would expect, Patrick. Really, we've been kind of blessed so far this season with the way the weather's been. And had we not had such nice weather, we'd be thinking, hey, this isn't bad at all. We're playing ball at night. So that's the way we're going to approach it.
1-1, and that's going to get Butler, and he'll reach. The catcher, Clayton Nairi. As Nairi will step in.
Day off for us tomorrow. Then we're back here for double hitters. Friday and Saturday. 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock on Friday will be double header times. CCRI.
Throw to first, gets away from Valier, and Butler will advance to second. That'll be an E1. And if I'm not mistaken, Rob, that looks like Nairi's swinging a wooden bat at the plate.
I think you're right.
That
This week,
is
maybe getting ready for Wooden Bat League this summer or something. I'm not sure. Well, Naleski, I think he had a shot at first base. Had he had a better throw, and then the throw got away, but it bounced off one of the posts and came way back right to Valier, and he made a fairly close play at second base.
swing and a miss. Gets away from Eaton. And Butler's on third on the pass ball. As the Nor'easters have the tying run 90 feet away. As Naleski is into a little bit of trouble here for the first time.
He's had 2 pretty clean innings.
Pitch outside. Nor'easters dugout getting into it a little bit as Naleski steps off.
Well, they were a little late getting here. Didn't hit before the game, just took infield.
1-1 upstairs. Two and one outside, 3-1. The 3-1 line to left center. That'll be a base hit. Butler will score. It's a base hit, an RBI for Clayton Nairi. And the Nor'easters have tied it. The center fielder, John Petro. As Petro will step in for the second time.
Still nobody out. Nor'easters rallying up here a little bit. Patrick told you, tied up now.
Mustangs at double play depth here.
Yeah, they like to turn a deuce if they could.
Naleski set at the belt. Popped up. Still in, and the catch is made in foul ground by Truman. And there's one away. The shortstop, Logan Thatcher.
Yeah, that's that area we get kind of blocked out. We're down the far end of the press box towards the home plate side and can't swing our camera down to get into foul territory or way down the left field line.
Pitch poured in there.
Season moving along at breakneck speed here, Patrick. The game's Friday, Saturday, then we're off for a week. We come back for May 1st, and that'll wrap it up.
Throw over to first.
May 1st will be senior day for both softball and baseball. We'll have both games, so we'll have 4 games going on that day for you.
Be a busy day.
That will wrap up our first year of covering from start to finish every single athletic contest here at the college. Very proud of that.
The 0-1 is low.
I think we're going to be up in the 90s, Patrick, when I tally up for the year. Although we've had some trials and tribulations, we've got every single one of those games out so far. Sometimes we might be a touch delayed or it might freeze for a second or whatever, but a large part of that is just the fabulous facilities that we're able to use here at Central Maine.
1-1 outside. Definitely takes a village, Rob.
Sure does. We're glad to be a small part of this village here on a beautiful campus here in Central Maine in the Lake Albany area. Fantastic people. Been a great year for us.
2-1 inside. 3-1 to Thatcher.
Well, Cooper was flying through 1 and 2, and pitch count getting up there a little bit. Bryce will give us the pitch count here in a minute.
40 on the nose.
40 pitches.
And the 41st pitch from Naleski is swung on and missed.
Got to find a way to incorporate the pitch count into the scoreboard. I mean, there's a part in there, but there's no place for us to input that data. I think we could put it in the line where we've got Central Maine Baseball and Munson Media. I think maybe we could put it in there at the start of every inning. That might work.
Full count, 1 out. Runner on first. And the pitch. Outside. 2 runners on and 1 out as Ryan Palmer will make his way out to the mound.
Mind you, the scammers are out here tonight. Don't go to any other link. See the beautiful blue sky. Coach Kenoran, the hockey coach, watching. Hi, Coach. Hope things going well for you in the off-season. Busy time recruiting, I'm sure. Looking forward to our hockey coverage again next year. One of my favorite sports, hockey.
Third baseman, Riley Frost. As Frost will step in. 1 out, 2 runners on. Pivotal time here. And a swing and a miss.
Well, that's a way to respond to a mound visit right there by Cooper. Pour in strike 1.
The 0-1 is outside.
That's been the difference, I think, in this inning a little bit for Cooper. Not staying ahead in the count, putting the ball in play, letting that defense make some plays for you here. Pitch count up in the mid-40s.
1-1, Frost shows bunt. 1 and 2.
Bunt for a base hit there. Riley Frost was trying to catch Truman down at third back. He stays back now. Of course, it's gone to 1 and 2, so no threat of a base hit bunt here.
And the 1-2 upstairs. And Naleski set at the belt. The 2-2. 3 and 2 as Frost checked his swing.
Yeah, that was a check swing. Just didn't commit the head of the bat out.
Payoff pitch coming here. 3-2, 1 out, 2 runners on. And Frost walks. That will load the bases.
Well, see what the infield's going to play. Probably going to play double play depth in the middle there. Let's go. And Jake Arell talking about that in the middle. Yeah, they'll play double play depth. Truman to come in just a step or so off the turf, as well as Valier at first, so he can come home. 2 strong arms at the corner infield positions to get that force out at the plate.
As Lehane will try to help his cause, that is grounded through for a base hit. 1 run scores. The second run will score. It's a base hit and 2 RBIs for Ben Lehane. And the Nor'easters take a 3-1 lead.
Timely hitting there. Good throw by Jimmy Reed in center field. And a bang-bang play at the plate will save that one up for replay. Thought they had a shot at the runner at the plate.
And we will have a pitching change. And it looks like it will be Jake Aurel.
So Jake will come in from second base.
Cooper Naleski will head to first, and Caleb Valier will head to second. So it'll be positional.
So we got a, let's take a look, Patrick, while we have the pitching change. We'll take a look at that base hit. Lane helping himself here at the cause. The left-hander strokes it on a line to center field. Jimmy Reed with a good jump on it. First one's going to score easy. Trail run comes in. They'll make a good throw, Jimmy will, to the plate. You'll see it right here. And just under the tag at the plate. Good job, Mo, with that camera work there. Get the show at the plate. So it was a good play all around. Good base running, good slide at home, and just beat the throw. Will Eaton doing a good job blocking the plate, getting the tag down, but you saw the hand just slip underneath and makes it a 3-1
Your attention,
game.
please. Now pitching for the Mustangs, number 10, Jake Aurel.
So Jake Aurel will come in and try to get out of further damage here in the third.
Cooper Naleski will go 2 1/3. 3 runs, responsible for the runners on first and second. And as Jake Aurel will take his warm-up tosses, the first year from right here in Auburn, the Edward Little High School graduate.
I'll give you a look at Jake going through his warm-ups. Here's Mo zooms in on him. Jake has been used a lot in that relief role this year, Patrick.
Also made 1 start, but definitely a valuable arm for
Absolutely.
the Mustangs.
Hearing back from Coach Knorren says everything is going great. That's fantastic. Excited for the new season for sure.
Aurel with 7 2/3 innings so far. 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. A 143 batting average against.
And let the fans know where they can find all those stats on the players, Patrick.
Head right over to cmmustangs.com. And under each sports tab, you'll be able to see the statistics, along with rosters, schedules, everything updated as we go along.
Yeah, that's a great
The
job.
first baseman, Cormac Collins.
Everybody does here. Patrick's a big part of that, right? Doing those, getting those updates in, and coach and all the coaches. Very informative.
Along with assistant athletic director Chelsea Watson.
Yeah, Chelsea's been a fantastic addition here, and she's up in the booth here tonight handling the on-site administration. Came from football practice, I heard.
The 0-1 is fouled back.
Yeah, Chelsea and I were comparing fingers. This old quarterback's hands that used to get caught in face masks back in the 70s, and Chelsea's from tackling, blocking, mixing it up.
And the 0-2 swung on and missed. The batter will be out, but the runners will advance on the wild pitch. And there's 2 away. As that pitch bounced off the plate.
Yeah, and good umpiring there. You just bang that guy right out as an umpire.
Chris Taggart.
You know, you go strike 3, batter is out. You let him know. So you don't want to put the defensive team in jeopardy by starting to throw the ball around, although they should know the situation, I'm sure. We're well versed on that.
And with 2 runners in scoring position, Chris Taggart steps in. As Jake Arell will look to limit any more damage.
Yeah, this big batter right here for Jake. 2 outs. Squander chance here for UNE if they don't get him.
He's up 1 strike. That pitch upstairs.
Been watching a lot of baseball, team streaming. See if we can pick up some tips.
And the 1-1 outside, 2-1.
Well, heavy schedule coming up here, as we said, for the Mustangs. So
you'll see 4 of the 6 games here on Munsing Media.
you've got to get some innings out of the arms. Fortunately, Coach Palmer's got quite a bit of depth here on his pitching staff.
The 2-1 in there, 2-2.
Riley Frost is doing the little dance off third base, try to distract Jake.
As Arell will be set at the belt. The 2-2. Curveball hangs, 3-2.
Yeah, lost a release point on that. Didn't get that quite out in front of his face where he wanted to. Be able to pull it down and through. A big pitch here. First base open, of course, wouldn't hurt with 2 outs, but I'd like to get out of this inning, get back in here, get the bats rattling.
And the 3-2. And we'll load the bases up. The left fielder, Logan Beers. As Beers will step in with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Arell started against the University of New Hampshire club team. Went 4 innings. Made a relief appearance against the University of Maine Presque Isle. First pitch, grounded to short, over to second. They'll get the force, and that will do it. The Nor'easters get 3 runs in the inning. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Mustangs down 3-1.
Hey everyone, Travis Mills, partner at CBU Benefits, coming to you today to explain a little bit more about the packages that we offer. Today I have Alex, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover critical illness, why it's so important for you to have it, what it means, and we're going to find a way to get you covered through CBU Benefits.
So one of our more innovative products that we have is our critical illness policy. Now for us it's called Active Care. It's a lump sum product from $5,000 all the way up to $100,000 for cancer, for heart issues. Really it covers 28 critical illnesses. So we call this our Active Care product. So for just a few dollars a month, you can cover yourself for life's unexpected events of cancer, heart, the 28 critical illnesses, even going into diabetic amputation, Alzheimer's disease. So come over to CBU Benefits and get information about how you can protect yourselves for life unexpected events.
Breathe over there as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Activity up here in the booth.
Bottom of the 3rd, Patrick, you missed an inning. As happens, yeah. The entertainment in the booth between innings is worth the price of admission. We should put a camera up here just to record the
outtakes.
The hysterics here.
Definitely some good blooper footage.
I want to thank CBU Benefits, one of our anchor sponsors. You've been seeing them all year, Travis Mills. Travis will be having his 5K race this year in person, so if you're a runner that'd like to contribute to a great cause, check out that 5K race Travis Mills has. Coming up in May, coming up next month, will be here before we know it. Travis Mills is a great example of real leadership. He's a tremendous person. I've got to meet him a couple of times, and what that young man has been through in his life, and to project such a positive attitude going forward, raising a young family, beautiful wife, just fantastic. They have a beautiful spot up there in Central Maine, up in the Belgrade area. And what they do is they bring in veterans for retreats and weekends away. And if you feel that you can contribute to the Travis Mills Foundation, please think of that.
Mustangs, the center fielder, Jimmy Reed.
He's also a vital part of our sponsor, CBU Benefits.
As Jimmy Reed will step in to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Could get the bats rattling.
Mustangs with 1 in the bottom of the first. First pitch fouled off. Nor'easters answer with 3 in the top of the third, as they knock Cooper Noleski out of the game after just 2 1/3.
Yeah, Cooper breezed first and second.
1-1.
Nice job by Jake Arell coming in, Patrick, and dousing the Flames. Got out of that second and third situation. The Mustangs able to get a couple here, tie it. That'll be crucial.
The 1-1 grounded back to Lehane and over to first in time. The second baseman, the pitcher, Jake Arell. As Arell started at second, he's now on the mound. As Lehane fires, that one's fouled back.
Welcome fans of both teams in. I don't think UNE probably streams their club games, so probably getting a chance for some of those families to watch their kids for the first time.
And that 0-1 is lined right to Thatcher at short. And there's 2 away. The shortstop, Stefan Lesko. As Lesko will step in with 2 away. First pitch in there, count 0-1.
So all the kids have walk-up songs. Sometimes Facebook doesn't like that. They may mute some of that. If they ever throw us off, we're in many other places. I'll tell you in a minute where you can find us if that ever happens.
0-1 is popped out of play.
We're always on MunsingMediaSports.com. We're also on YouTube under Robert Munsing, YouTube page. I just put that out there as a safety if Facebook ever gets testy about these walk-up songs.
0-2 was low.
And, of course, we're on Boxcast, and I've explained several times, and it looks like more people are taking advantage of that as I check the analytics that they're using the Boxcast app to watch it on their big screen TV.
And the 1-2 grounded back to Lehane over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the fourth. Mustangs down 3-1.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary downs in the heart. The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath. CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
We have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Tom Butler will lead it off for the Nor'easters. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. I believe that's back-to-back innings as the Nor'easters almost bat around in the top of the third.
Yeah, good inning for them, Patrick. As you said, 3 runs. You get a little help. But a good shutdown there by Jake Arell as he came in, stranded runners at second and third. Game moving along, Patrick. We're in the 4th inning here of a 7-inning game.
So we're just past the 8 o'clock hour.
Yeah, it's going to move quickly here for the Mustangs to get back here and get this thing cooking.
Leading off for the Nor'easters, the right fielder, Tom Butler. As Butler will step in.
Club baseball tonight.
Be back to national baseball there, CCRI there. Play a junior college schedule, I think. Right, Patrick? That's what their affiliation is.
NJCAA Division III Region 21. First pitch in there. Good start for Arell. Oh, 1 swung on a missed. Back-to-back fastballs. And Arell from the windup. Slider outside. 1-2.
Yeah, kind of dropped on the side, did Jake that time. The breaking ball.
And the 1-2. 2-2. Temperature staying steady. 44. Wind is definitely a factor. Is that it swung on a missed? There's one away. The catcher, Clayton Nairi. As Nairi will step in.
School vacation week is the start of the spring sports season, so some of the teams are using the field here. So we've had some wet weather here in central Maine, but doesn't matter how much it rains the day before. If the sun's out the next day, we're playing ball.
And the 0-1 in there, and Nairi down 2 strikes. As Jake Arell working quickly.
And I might add, efficiently.
And the 0-2. Driven to right, and that'll drop for a base hit. That will turn the lineup over. The center fielder, John Petro. As Petro will step in for the 3rd time.
Just a little slice and dice out there to right center field. In between the right fielder Rodriguez and center fielder Jimmy Reed fell into that spot there. There's so much ground to cover out there that you tend to have to play a little deep. Ball falls in front, not as much damage.
First pitch fouled back.
That ball gaps you here, and it's double to triple time, and we've seen a few of them turn into inside the park home runs.
Arell looks over at first. Now is set at the belt. 0-1 grounded foul. As the third base coach of the Nor'easters makes a play.
This is a good club team the Nor'easters have here, Patrick. It's good to have a good competitive game. We've seen a few that haven't been, but this is good. Good baseball being played here tonight.
And time is called. And the 0-2. Petro swings at a pitch upstairs, and there's 2 away. The shortstop, Logan Thatcher. As Thatcher will step in with 2 away. And Nairi off of first. Pitch in there for a strike. Throw over to first.
Throws to first have been an adventure tonight.
Might be a quick film session tomorrow with pitchers using tonight's game. The 0-1 grounded down the line. That's fair.
He'll bound it off the base.
As Will Bean will corral it and limit Logan Thatcher to a single.
Yeah, Will was quick to come in as ball hitting the base and travel as far out there as he thought.
The third baseman, Riley Frost. So with 2 runners on and 2 out, Riley Frost will step in.
Plunked right off the bag. Of course, a fair ball one hits the bag.
First pitch fouled back.
Good another time for Jake Arell to pitch out of trouble here. He's got 2 outs, heading the count. A couple of opportune base hits, a flare to right and then the one off the bag. So he's not giving up many hard hit balls.
And the 0-1 popped out of play.
Nice interview we had with Will Eaton, stepping in tonight to catch. The sophomore out of Tamworth, New Hampshire. Kennett High School. Kennett's a big school over there, I think, in New Hampshire, Patrick. It's one of the largest schools in New Hampshire. Good athletics at Kennett High School.
The 0-2. Good stop by Eaton. 1-2.
They may be one of the schools involved in playing some Maine high school football crossover games this year between Maine high school football teams here in the state of Maine and their New Hampshire counterparts. That's the first time ever taking place this coming fall.
Look forward to seeing that.
Might have to try to cover one of those games.
The 1-2 upstairs.
Of course, you guys keep us pretty busy down here in the fall. We cover Gardner football, part of our Gardner local package. My son's the head coach at Gardner High School, school where I coached for 25 years. So we try to cover their games. We do a lot of soccer down here in the fall, baseball, softball.
Curveball hangs, 3-2. Big payoff pitch coming here.
Well, runner's off here, so any single's going to score a run. Infielders got to know where to go with the ball here.
Roll at the belt. He'll check on second.
Yeah, that's the time to use that backdoor pickoff move, that leg up swing around the opposite way there. Sometimes you'll catch a runner leaning when he's going to go on 3-2.
And the pitch. Called strike 3, and Frost can't believe it. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Mustangs down 3-1.
Hey everyone, Travis Mills here again, and we're going to talk about the cancer plan. I have Alex, and he's going to explain exactly what the cancer plan is and why it's so important for you to have it.
So our cancer policy covers so much more than people don't even think. It's not just for those critical cancers that you have. Our policies cover everything from skin cancer all the way to the intense things that you're going to need down the road for years and years and years. When it comes to surgeries, radiation, chemo, holistic approaches, it also covers transportation. You know, a lot of people think that just because I get cancer, I can go get treated right down the street. And a lot of times that's just not the case. There's a lot of strands of cancer, and a lot of them don't even specialize in our local areas. So what happens if you have to go to a hospital in Houston, Texas? You know, the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota. Our policy has a transportation benefit that will take you to and from in order to get the best treatment possible.
Thanks so much, Alex. I appreciate that. For more information, visit cbubenefits.com to get yourself protected from life's unexpected events.
We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Mustangs will look to cut the deficit, potentially tie the game here as we head towards the late stages, Rob.
Well, the thing the Mustangs got to do is get those bats active. The single run came in the 1st inning. They haven't put much pressure here on the Nor'easters in the last couple of innings. And let's see if they can't get some guys on, get it tied up, get a couple of runs this inning to do that.
It'll be Caden Truman, Corey Armstrong, and Caleb Valier due up for the Mustangs as they had a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the third with the top of the lineup.
Yeah, good bats right there, though. You get the middle part of the lineup, so. Want to thank Calvin and Mo, part of our production team here. Of course, Patrick doing great work here as the voice of the Mustangs. Yours truly, Rob Munzing, Munzing Media. Our home away from home, Central Maine Community College. I love it. Just love the kids down here. Love everything about coming down here.
For your Mustangs, the third baseman, Caden Truman.
The other thing I didn't like was trying to get that center field camera dismounted here. I got caught on the other side of the fence, and I sent Dave Gagne into hysterics waiting for me with the open gate here. Dave almost busted his gut laughing at me.
First pitch of the bottom of the fourth is skied into short left field. And then Thatcher will make the catch.
Boy, Thatcher hung right with that. You could see he was in command of that right out of the gate. He got to the side. Sometimes you head up on that thing. The better thing to do is to angle it a little bit. Gives you a little bit better view. He's having a little fun out there at shortstop.
Right fielder, Corey Armstrong.
I'm sure the Nor'easters haven't played many night games.
The one game we played back
Where do they play down there?
St. Louis Field in Biddeford.
Yep, makes sense.
First pitch grounded to short. Thatcher over to first, and Thatcher has 2 putouts in the inning.
Yeah, they wrote a song about him called Smooth Operator. He's a smooth operator. Where's he from? I got to see. We don't have...
the second baseman, Caleb Valier.
We don't see where Logan Thatcher played high school ball. If anybody's watching out there that knows where Logan's from, let us know. Good ball player.
First pitch in there to Valier. Valier started at first, moved over to second with the pitching change, or as I like to call, they played musical positions. The 0-1 grounded to second, and Valier's going to reach. Wait to get rolling, and that'll be an E4. The first baseman, Cooper Noleski.
Well, can they make it hurt? That's the thing. We'll see what the Mustangs can do with this with Valier at first base. I apologize with Caleb's interview the other day. Somehow, some way, they snuck a music track underneath it.
Throw over. Not in time.
That was a user error on my part. I didn't clear the music track off the editor. Hate when that happens.
Ben Lehane threw 3 2/3. Will throw his 50th pitch here in an 0-1 count to Cooper Noleski, and it's swung on and missed. I believe he made contact, count 0-2.
Lane's been economical. That's a pretty good pitch count through almost 4 innings.
0-2, skied. Out of play. Back behind the backstop.
A lot of room, but that was well going.
Valier off on the pitch with 2 strikes. As Lehane will take a look at first. We'll set at the belt. Time is called.
So what are the plans for the facility for the summertime? Any summer leagues play here, Patrick?
We're going to have some camps here on campus.
Fantastic.
So, chance for some of the younger kids to get out and see what we're all about. As that is swung on a missed, and that will do it for the Mustangs. In the 4th, we head to the 5th. Mustangs down 3-1.
When I walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
What's the grand opening for our esports arena? We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
So we're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together. That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
As we have a pitching change here, Ren Trinidad takes the ball. Jake Arell heads back to second. Reed Cody is in at first. Corey Armstrong moves to behind the plate. Will Bean moves to right field. And it looks like, trying to get a number here, if that's Hayden Tremblay in left. So some changes here to start the fifth inning for the Mustangs. Okay, Will Bean still in left. We'll have to see who the right fielder is. Rolando Rodriguez enters the game into right.
Well, I think I made reference to Rolando being out there earlier, Patrick.
As Ren Trinidad will look to shut it down here. The final few innings, Mustangs will look to get runs here soon. As Ben Lehane will step in.
Yeah, Lehane helped himself out earlier.
For the Nor'easters, the pitcher, Ben Lehane. And the first pitch of the fifth inning is low.
So,
And the 1-0 in there for a strike. Count 1-1. And Trinidad's 1-1 in the turf, 2-1.
so it's all bottom half of the lineup. Appreciate it. So, Calvin might consider this thing. Thank you.
And the 2-1, 2-2. As time is called. And Trinidad set at the belt, the 2-2. 3-2. And the full count pitch. And Lehane will walk. The first baseman, Cormac Collins. As Collins will step in. You'll see coming up here, Rob, the next few hitters will be different for the Nor'easters as they'll make changes.
Yeah, that was good. One of the members of the coaching staff came up, let us know that. That's really nice communication. We thank them for that.
First pitch is low. And that pitch popped up to second, over to first, and they'll get the double play. An unconventional 4-3 double play, and the Mustangs will take that here.
Yeah, A misread on the bases.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Nor'easters, number 6, Calvin Michael.
We've seen that both ways so far in the game. The Mustangs had one of those earlier.
As Calvin Michael will step in, he'll more than likely go to second base in the bottom of the inning. First pitch in there for a strike.
So that certainly helps Wren out here. Wren's from Tewksbury, and so is Mr. Frost. We've seen him make some great plays today. Riley Frost. So teammates together there, but opponents tonight. Thanks, Mr. Trinidad, for letting us know that. Jamie reporting in on that. Patrick busy trying to get all the changes.
The 1-1 curveball in there for a strike.
Mustangs have had some late inning rallies here. If Trinidad can get out of this, get them at bat, we'll see if they can pull off that Mustang magic.
And the 1-2 grounded to second, over to first, and that will do it. A 1-2-3 inning. Mustangs coming to bat down 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Patrick Dexler here for the call of this one. Mustangs with some work to do. Let's take a look at our next game coming up here for the Mustangs. That'll be Friday. CCRI, Community College of Rhode Island, will be in for a doubleheader. First game will start at 3 o'clock. 5:45, 6 o'clock, 6:15. You know how it goes. Depends on that first game. And we'll be here for both of those games. One feed. You don't have to go anywhere. So plan your supper hour around that. Get a sandwich like we do here. Dave and Chelsea usually take good care of us up here in the booth. And we'll be back for the second game whenever that starts on Friday. And then we'll turn around and do it again Saturday. A doubleheader Saturday as well.
Starting at noon.
Noon and 2. Noon and 3. Probably closer to the start time of that.
Leading off for the Mustangs, the designated hitter, Dennis Amori. As Amori will step in, lead off the bottom of the 5th.
Zipping along here. Lahane all the way. He's pitched a good game so far. Just a single run the first inning.
First pitch upstairs.
Well, one of the things I talked about the Mustangs, late inning rallies, they have that in their DNA, so you hope they can get that out tonight.
1-0, swung on and missed.
You know, when you've done it a few times, Patrick, you feel it's going to happen for you.
One fouled off.
As I've said a few times, no playoffs in the club championship in the spring. Mustangs did great in the fall with it.
And Amori looks at strike 3.
Yeah, nice breaking ball in there for strike 3. Caught him looking. 1-0, nobody on.
The left fielder, Will Bean. As Will Bean will step in. First pitch fouled off.
Calvin and Mo are student interns tonight from Central Maine Community College, working the game.
And the 0-1 in there, count 0-2. One and two. Ben Lehane in his 5th inning of work. Just the 1 run so far.
Yeah, he's been pretty economical with his pitch count. We'll check with Bryce, see what the pitch count is for Lehane.
And the 1-2 swung on a miss. 60 pitches now through 4 2/3.
Yeah, that's really solid, isn't it?
The center fielder, Jimmy Reed.
Got a fair number of strikeouts, too.
Pitch fouled off.
He's thrown that important strike one to a lot of the batters here. All 3 batters in this inning, he's got strike 1, 2. So Lehane's doing the job on the mound.
And Reed can't check his swing, count 0-2.
Well, he's got strong as the game's gone on, too, Patrick. That's a definitive statement for sure. No question about it.
And the 0-2. Curveball stays upstairs, count 1-2.
Yeah, so there'll be various sports camps here for the summertime. Back to normal for that, thank God.
The 1-2, and Jimmy Reed looks at strike 3. That will do it for the Mustangs. They go 1-2-3. We head to the 6th. The Mustangs down 3-1.
Same thing as always.
Touch the front of the net.
All those little things to make you what you are.
0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
The 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Nor'easters as Ren Trinidad will start his 2nd inning of work.
3rd pitcher of the night for the Mustangs. That pitching staff, as we said, going to be busy in the next couple of days. 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and then on the road away on Sunday. That a doubleheader on Sunday, Patrick, as well? Yeah. So
6 games in 3 days, 42 innings of baseball. If you're a baseball fan, that's great. For the coaching staff, you get nervous by game 2 of Sunday.
You hope the Hams are going to hold up. Looking at the advanced forecast, looks like some wonderful weather right through the rest of the week. Friday looks sunny, high of 54. Saturday, a high of 58. Sunday, a high of 55 with sunshine all 3 of those days. And then we're off next week from here. We'll be back on May 1st for softball senior day as well as baseball senior day. The rival comes in to take on the Mustangs in baseball as the Seawolves will be in. CCRI will be in to take on the women in softball. They split earlier this season with CCRI and softball down in Providence, Rhode Island. Providence, right? Is where
Warwick.
Warwick, Rhode Island. Not that far away. Of course, nothing's very far away in Rhode Island, Patrick.
And the 0-1 fouled off. Count 0-2.
Little roadie, as it's called.
And Trinidad set at the belt, the 0-2. Outside. 1-2. Pitch called, strike 3. Good start to the inning for Trinidad.
Yeah, run pumping through. Always welcome Ren's family in. They're always watching the game. Down in Tewksbury. It's up in the Merrimack Valley. What a great baseball played up there.
First pitch in there.
Tewksbury, Bill Ricker, Chelmsford.
The 0-1 popped off the visitors' dugout. And Trinidad working ahead.
Working ahead and throwing strikes, that's for sure. Of course, those go hand in hand. You get ahead by throwing strikes. Quite a profundity there from the professor of baseball, isn't it, Patrick? Get ahead by throwing strikes.
The 0-2 grounded to third. Truman over to first, and there's 2 away. The catcher, Ford Wooldridge.
Yeah, it's a great side of the infield we have there with Caden at third. Lesko there. Stefan is a tremendous shortstop.
Wooldridge will step in here with 2 away.
UNE's got done a good job getting guys in the game tonight, haven't they, Patrick? I think if you came up, you get in. Which is really what you're looking for in this club baseball. Kids giving up their time to commit to the game. And of course, it's not a bad travel up from Biddeford.
And the 0-1 just outside.
It's really good performance so far by Ren. Pumping strikes into the zone.
And his 23rd pitch of the night. Poured in there, count 1-2. 22nd pitch of the night.
It was a good positive outing here by Ren, which that's going to put him in stead for some more innings here going forward. As you said, they've got all these games coming up.
The pitch popped. Will stay in the turf complex. Count 1-2.
Yeah, just not high enough there for Reed to get over there and get anything on that one.
And the 1-2. Called. Strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for the Mustangs. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Mustangs down 3-1.
Forensics has grown so much and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched forensic files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around. I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm in Intro to Criminal Justice and Criminal Law and Report Writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about. I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking like what's important here, what do I need to look for like right off the bat. You never know what you're gonna find.
Jake Orell will lead it off for the Mustangs. In the bottom of the 6th, it'll be Orell, Lesko, and Truman due up. And hopefully, if you're a Mustang fan, that spells runs, Rob.
Well, that's what they're hoping for sure, is if they can't rally up here. So I got a note on the Munson Media site, which I just checked on our Facebook page, and got the info on Logan Thatcher. He's from Keene, New Hampshire. That's where he played his ball. Rihanna reporting in. Thanks, Rihanna, for watching. Hope you're enjoying the game here tonight. Give a shout out back to one of my former players, Jeff Parquette, watching as well. We thank all our fans who are watching, and we'd love to hear from the opposing fans as well. Folks are able to tune into the games. We know a lot of your schools aren't able to stream the games like the Mustangs do, and you watch from...
Leading off for the Mustangs, the second baseman, Jake Orell.
You watch from here when we stream. I'll go back over and take a look at the CM site, see what's cooking on over there. Who's watching? Anybody just joined in?
Lehane will start his 6th inning of work. The pitch is low. Another thing that could translate is some of these hitters are now seeing Lehane for the 3rd or possibly 4th time. The 1-0 in there, count 1-1.
Nor'easters have played solid defense.
Two and 1.
Of course, Lehane hasn't hurt himself at all with walks. He's been really pounding the zone all night.
3-1.
As we talk, he goes 3-1 on the leadoff batter here.
Only one hit batsman so far in 5+ innings.
Jake Orell trying to work that count.
3-1, and Orell thought it was ball 4.
Yeah, he gets a belated invite back into the batter's box.
Home plate umpire Casey Scoverin saying, yeah, that's 3-2.
Yeah, not so fast, fella.
In the full count pitch, driven to right. And that'll be dropped. That'll be...
And for base hit.
Probably, that'll be a base hit.
Yeah, I think so. He was sliding, trying to make a sliding catch.
The shortstop, Stefan Lesko. As Lesko will step in. If you tuned in the bottom of the 6th of Game 2 on Monday, Lesko went deep as that one is driven to left field. That ball is high. It is far and...
You don't know.
It'll be a ground rule double.
Of course, we lose it, unfortunately. We can't see left field. But that took off, and it looked like it might be in the same area as his last one the other day. Just that Patrick is like the soothsayer up here.
The third baseman, Caden Truman.
Welcome to Patrick Dexler's Psychic Network.
As Truman will step in with the tying run at second base.
No sooner do you get relating that one he hit the other day than he almost duplicated it.
And that one's lined for a base hit. As Orell will score, Lesko holds up at third. It's a base hit and RBI for Caden Truman. And the Mustangs are down by 1. That was hit almost too hard.
Yeah, and on the turf, I get out there one hop.
as the left fielder Sears was able to play it and get it in to keep Lesko from scoring the tying run, as we will have a mound visit.
Well, as we said, it's been in the Mustangs' DNA to come back in the late innings, and not all the way back yet, but rallying up with 2 runners on, tying run 90 feet away, first and third. What are we doing here? What's happening here?
We're going to
Truman's
have a
coming in, pinch runner. McCluskey, maybe?
Your attention, please. Pinch running for the Mustangs, number 11, Peter McCluskey.
Yeah, Peter's like
Now
the designated
batting,
runner.
the catcher, Corey Armstrong.
So they got Armstrong up. Just the guy you want. They're going to move the infield in.
And McCluskey goes as that pitch is fouled off.
Well, they're pretty much giving Peter second base, because when you bring those middle infielders in, you got nobody to cover the bag. So it's almost a recognition by the runner when he sees those guys. And now the second baseman's going to move back. Shortstop moves back a little bit. Second baseman will have bag responsibility here. So see how that plays out.
That 0-1 is popped up. And the third baseman makes the catch. And they get a double play as McCluskey did not get back. But there's only 2 away. And Lesko sees it, and he'll tie the game.
I was just going to say, that's only 2 outs. I couldn't get it out, but Lesko knew.
That is recognition right there.
Well, we're going to get a replay on this whole extravaganza. We'll probably save it here until between innings. I'll give Calvin some direction. We won't go to ad. We'll look at that.
Caleb Vellier.
The end result of that is a 3-3 game.
And the first pitch is in the turf.
Clear the bases. Well, that's about as strange as it gets.
The Nor'easters are celebrating. The first baseman, Collins, kind of spiked the ball on the ground, and Lesko saw it and just took off as that is grounded to second. Over to first, and that will do it. The Mustangs get 2 runs, and they tie it. We head to the 7th. We got a brand new ball game at 3 each.
All right, well, let's take a look at this extravaganza here to tie the game. So Corey Armstrong, he's going to hit a pop-up. McCluskey was off. He gets decoyed a little bit. Lesko's trying to get him back. There's the catch. The throw to first base is a good one to double him up. The Nor'easters get celebrating. As you said, Patrick, they spike the ball, start off the field. But oh no, that's only 2 outs. And here comes the runner in from third. Good job, Mo, staying with it. We weren't expecting that, but we were able to pick it up again. There's your tying run in the most strange way that you would ever imagine to tie the game up. I don't know if that turns into a sacrifice fly. I'm not sure. We'd have to check that rule. They say, Patrick, here's what they say. Here comes cliche time. When you go to a ball game, you see something you've never seen before almost every single night. This is the qualifier for tonight's game. A tying run scores on a double play where the defensive team thinks it's the third out of the inning.
I almost want to call that an E3 after it was popped to third. It was a 5-3 double play. Yep. And then that's pretty much an E3 because he threw the ball that was,
Yeah, I would say that's how you're going to have to score that, yeah, because you've got to do the stats on that one, but I would think that's how it's going to go. Well, tell us at home, folks, if that's not the strangest thing you've ever seen. It was a really good play by the Northeasters, and it looked like the Mustangs were going to be in a major squander situation because don't forget, the ground ball to second base into the inning. If the runner had been on third base, that would have been the third out of the inning, 3-2 game. But now we're tied at 3-3.
Leading off for the Nor'easters. No, we're going to have a pinch hitter here.
So it gets curiouser and curiouser.
As that's not Clayton Irie.
As they said in...
Nonetheless, we'll have a pinch hitter. That first pitch is in the turf.
Maybe they have two number 15s. Is that what you're thinking?
Clayton Irie has been wearing number 4, and he was subbed out early on.
So you think
I'll have to...
Maybe one of the fans that's watching at home for the Northeasters may know. So let's get the inning back updated, and as we move to the top of 7th, and count is what, 2-0?
2-0.
Now we're up to date. Thank you, Calvin, for pointing that out to me.
As Ren Trinidad in his 3rd inning of work.
Well, Ren can get a win here. Ren's been a lifesaver here tonight with his work here, coming in, as you said, in his 3rd inning. We got ourselves a whole new game. We might go more than 7 tonight. It's okay. It's been a crisply played game, except for that little snafu.
2-1, swung on a missed. We're 10 of 9 here in Auburn.
Yeah, nice pace to this one. I left my Apple Watch charging, and I'm lost without. I've looked 15 times at my wrist to see what time it is.
The 2-2 outside. Temperature staying steady, 41 degrees.
Do you have an Apple Watch, Patrick?
I do not yet.
I have an Apple Watch, but it has very little respect for me because it congratulates me for standing up. I mean, it's like I'm ready for the home or something. I mean, I don't know. Congratulations for standing.
The pitch grounded to 3rd. Truman fires over and gets the runner.
Big boy play right there for Truman. Down the hot corner, that ball ate him up. He stayed with it, played it off his chest, grabbed it, made a strong throw to first base for the out. Caden Truman. We've been impressed with him all year down there. Rocket of an arm.
Thatcher will step in for his 4th at-bat of the night. And the pitch from Trinidad. Curveball hangs outside.
Yeah, I've got to get more. I've got to have a talk with that watch and get a little more respect from it.
And the 1-0 is popped up into short left. Lesko under it. He'll make the catch. There's 2 away. The 3rd baseman, Riley Frost. As Frost will step in with 2 away.
Yeah, we said Frost from Tewksbury. And Ren's from Tewksbury. I'm sure they know each other very well. So we'll see how this battle of Tewksbury goes.
That one's driven to center. Jimmy Reed under it. He'll make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Boy. Mustangs coming to bat here in the 7th, tied at 3.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
It'll be the bottom of the lineup leading it off for the Mustangs, but with it being a tie score here in a walk-off situation, the Mustangs will look to turn the lineup over pretty quickly. Hopefully get the winning run in.
Yeah, no easy outs here in this lineup, so hope you enjoyed this game tonight. Been a well-played game, 3-3. Just employing a single camera here tonight, as we said, our center field camera, which we love so much. A little breezy here. Wind gusts were scheduled for about 25 miles an hour according to my weather app, so did not put the Center field camera out. We hope to have that back Friday. Weather conditions supposed to be better on Friday. Not that they're bad today, just the little breezy.
It'll be Evan Eldridge leading it off for the Mustangs.
Certainly not uncomfortable to play tonight. They're out.
As the Nor'easters have a new pitcher, it'll be Riley Frost.
Well, we're just talking about Riley.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Nor'easters, number 10, Riley Frost.
So as we said, so both pitchers are from Tewksbury now. We just saw Wren finish up a tremendous, what did he go, 3 innings, I think, right?
Yes.
Wren did perfect innings. And Frost out of Tewksbury.
Shawsheen Valley Vocational Technical High School.
Okay, there you go.
I think I got that right.
Yep, Shawsheen Valley. It's a regional tech school up there, up in the valley.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Mustangs, number 15, Evan Eldridge. As Evan Eldridge, the first year from Tamworth, New Hampshire, will step in. And Riley Frost's first pitch, driven to left center. And the catch is made. 1 pitch, 1 out. The right fielder, Rolando Rodriguez. As Rolando Rodriguez will get his first at-bat of the night.
Yeah, he'd like to get his wheels on first base, wouldn't you?
And the pitch. In there, count 0-1. And the 0-1 fouled off.
Frost got a live arm.
Pitched in the fall against the Mustangs.
You remember all those things, Patrick. That's good for you. So Frost is from Tewksbury High School. Thanks to Jamie putting that in.
The 0-2, and that hits Rodriguez.
He'll take one right in the cheeks.
The left fielder, Will Bean. As Will Bean will step in with Rodriguez on first and 1 out.
So he got some wheels at first. Not a lot of base runners for the Mustangs tonight, so they really haven't been able to employ the run game much.
Pitch, grounded foul down the third base line.
The UNE outfield is about as shallow as any outfield that we've seen. You get a gap, but the game's over.
Throw over to first, not in time.
Yeah, they're aware that Rolando has got some wheels there. He's
got a good, healthy lead there.
The 0-1, Rodriguez goes. That pitch is low. Throw down, not in time. It's a stolen base. And Rodriguez is in scoring position.
Good jump. Not a bad one-hop throw, but a jump with speed is a hard combination to throw out. Base hit will win it here, probably.
And Frost set from the stretch. Rodriguez dancing off second. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Count 1-2 to Will Bean. And the 1-2 coming from Frost. And the turf, good stop by Wooldridge behind home plate.
Yeah, that's a big stop with one out. Rodriguez able to get to third base, then he can score him on a sack.
And the 2-2 pitch. Called, strike 3. There's 2 away.
Yeah, went with the breaking ball. Did Frost on 2-2 and dropped it in there.
Now batting number 12, Jimmy Reed.
Well, Jimmy's had a quiet night. It's a time for him to ring the alarm.
Rodriguez off second. The first pitch to Reed in there for a strike.
Good pitcher's pitch right there. Stay off that one. On the black on the outside part of the plate.
And the 0-1 upstairs, 1-1. Frost looking in, getting the sign. Rodriguez off second. Long stare down, the 1-1 popped out of play. 1-2. Payoff pitch coming here. Frost set. The 1-2 fouled off. Rodriguez heading for third.
Yeah, they weren't paying much attention to Rolando over there at second base, and he got a big lead. Got a one look and took off. Not the conventional play, but trying to make something happen.
Thatcher will creep in behind him. And Frost will step off.
So cat and mouse going on there. Jimmy just looking to get the ball in play here.
And the 1-2 just outside, 2-2.
Good take, but there by Jimmy.
It was almost too close for comfort.
Little suspense in the air until it was called the ball, that's for sure.
The 2-2 pitch. Rodriguez takes off. 3-2, and Rodriguez is at third. That'll be a stolen base. As the entire Nor'easter team was just frozen.
Yeah, I think it was a case they just gave him the bag. They didn't want to move defensively. They didn't want to open up any holes in the infield. They were ahead in the count, but now we've gone full. We'll see.
3-2. Rodriguez 90 feet away. And Rodriguez scores on the walk-off walk. Ball game over. Mustangs win.
So that will do it, and everybody is stunned. And there, you got to give credit there to Rolando Rodriguez, as he stole third base, put himself 90. I don't know what we're standing around for.
Game's over, guys.
Seventh inning. Wait a minute, what are we doing here? Do they think we're playing 9? Wait a minute. I don't know. Must have changed the rules of baseball.
We were under the impression this was a 7-inning game.
If it isn't, the Mustangs just scored 2 runs. So nobody knows what's going on. We're in suspended animation here.
Have to put up the please stand by sign.
You said these club baseballs are
7
inning games, right? Not sure what's going on. Well, we've been setting up a great deal of suspense, but now didn't we have one of these the other day too that we didn't know the game was over? Yeah. Listen.
Do we know more than downstairs here?
I'm not sure. We're standing by, seeing the little huddle going on there. Well, let's just kind of recap what just happened here. The big play was Rodriguez stole third. That set him up, and I was just about to say it. I wish I had said it earlier, Patrick. That puts himself in a position to score on a wild pitch, which was ball 4. Well, the important thing is the umpires are heading towards the Burgers. If they're heading towards the Burgers, this game's over.
So, ball game over. Mustangs win.
I think we have. Do we have the final sequence? Did we save that, Calvin? No. Okay.
And just news from downstairs. This is the first 30-win season in Mustangs baseball history.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations, Mustangs there. What a season it's been and will continue to be. I said this, I think the key line of tonight, Patrick, was talking about the DNA of this team is they know they can come back. And they didn't panic when they got down. They were down 3-1, came back, tied it up 3-3. Ren Trinidad deserves a lot of credit. He's going to get the win in this one, but boy, he came in 3 scoreless innings when it was needed by the Mustangs to hold the fort. He did that until the boys could rally up, and they get the winning run on a Rodriguez heads-up play. Got hit, stole second, stole third, came home on a wild pitch. That's the evolution of small ball right there, the epitome of small ball that the Mustangs played to win this one here tonight. So
a walk-off walk without the bases loaded. I mean, that's the Mustangs were just heads up all the way.
And they, the Nor'easters hurt themselves a little bit. Don't forget the double play they turned, and then they put the ball on the ground there, and that was the third run. We don't even get here because the next batter grounded out to second base, and it's a strange game. And as I said at one point, it got curiouser and curiouser, and eventually the Mustangs held on, came back for the win.
So, for executive producer Rob Munzing, producer Calvin Mason, our cameraman Mo Jabral, Bryce Cormier, and all the entire staff that makes Mustangs baseball magical, I'm Patrick Dexler saying so long, Mustangs, walk it off over the Nor'easters.